All right, forget the so-called climate emergency. I'm far more concerned about the energy one we've got now and the economic one we're heading into this week. A fourth consecutive increase to the official cash rate. More, we're told, to come. Today, the Reserve Bank offered another set of sobering economic assessments in its quarterly statement on monetary policy. The good news, the RBA says they expect the unemployment rate to drop even lower by the end of the year. 3.25% is the forecast. But the bad news is that the global economy, it says, is sliding into crisis and high inflation looks like it's sticking around for a while. So what's this all mean for us here? People with a mortgage and people who've got savings and self-funded retirees? Business columnist with the News Corp papers, Terry McCrann, joins me now. All right, cash rate up, Terry McCrann. That happened on Tuesday. Now this forecast from the RBA today. They say they're optimistic about the future, but this is the same mob who said they wouldn't increase rates until 2024. Well, they got that wrong. Do we believe them?
Well, you can believe them, Peter, if you don't want to face the reality of what's likely to come down the path. I mean, if you take these forecasts at face value, they actually paint quite a reassuring picture of what is in store for Australia over the next 2.5 years. As you indicated, there's a bit of a bifurcation. They're saying the rest of the world is going down the tubes, but Australia will sort of sail relatively serenely through this. As you said, the jobless rate goes down before it kicks up to that 4%, but that's at the end of 2024. Now, go back 2 or 3 years, go back 10 years, and we would have said 4%, that's fantastic. The main reason for that low jobless rate as it is now, and as it's going to remain pretty much over the 2.5 years as forecast, is, of course, the big drop in immigration, because now employers have to employ Australians rather than get their jobs filled by those immigrants. But as you say, Peter, I mean, you've really got to take all these forecasts with an absolute grain of salt, because not only in that generalised sense does the RBA say, well, the rest of the world can go to pot, but we can sort of muddle through reasonably well. Its forecasting is really, has been way out of touch with reality. If we looked at their forecast from a year ago, they forecast that inflation now would be 1.5%. As we know, it's 6%. So you really can't trust and you really can't rely on those forecasts.